Welcome to Fastang 444. If you've been watching my videos and you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click on that bell. I'll jump into this game where I am in the Camaro chasing this BMW that I catch and am now in a head-to-head with. The first three head-to-heads I had were very easy wins, and this should be an easy win as well. Starting out on a pavement and going in between Mule Egg Hills, which is typical when it's going to be Final Arena 13, back and forth between the hills.
Opponent eliminated.
Someone gets into a Merc AMG 1 as I am leveling up into the Hoonigan RSRX. I am just going to stay here and try and snipe someone that completes a head-to-head in front of me. Someone just completed a head-to-head right in front of me. Let's do this. Let's see if I can go by them with momentum. They're in a Funko. And I will slow this down. Watch this. They go up and over me. Should have been behind me, but all of a sudden they were right next to me. Not sure how that happened. If I propelled them forward or what. It's not looking very promising here. But I am going to see this out. I'm trying to go over this at a square angle and we'll slow this down. Look at them on the right. They go tumbling. They disappeared off the mini-map, which usually means they had to reset. They were upside down. It does not show their gamer tag after I win, which tells me they rage quit.
Opponent eliminated.
It offers me the Hoonigan RS200, or of course the Funko. I will take the Funko. It has a higher top speed. Keeping in mind I need the higher top speed up against the Merc AMG 1 in the final showdown. If I engaged in another head-to-head, it would offer me the Lamborghini Centenario, and I was content to take my chances in the Funko and not risk losing a head-to-head like the previous owner of this Funko. So now I am just getting in position for the final showdown over on the left here.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from for Arena 13. The range of time to leave is 21 to 24 seconds. I will leave at 22 seconds. To my surprise, the Merc AMG 1 is not attempting to try and time their exit, which is a good thing for me. I'll slow my exit down just so you can see the countdown. It shows 3 just before I get to the arena wall. I have a well-timed exit with speed at 2.5 seconds, which will leave 1 second remaining on the timeout bar. Finish is to the northeast. I'll open up the map in the straightaway that's ahead so I don't go off-road and crash. See exactly where this finish is, and when I do, I will pause this. I can see it is just to the east side of the stadium. Once I am across the bridge, I will angle over towards this finish right here. And I know I have to go through some buildings on this line. Hopefully I get by them. Unfortunately, I do not. I run squarely into this one. But fortunately, the Merc AMG 1 hits a building through there too, so that canceled my mistake out. So I'll get over to this finish and win this in this Funko that I stole in the hills of Muleg. Against a Merc AMG 1. Unlikely. Ha!
Welcome to the secret society of the Illuminati! Oh, shh.
Win 3,913. Yes! I started this game right near Hotel Castillo. I call it the Castle House. And as you can see, I wound up finding a level 7 Porsche Cayenne. So this was a great start. I'll jump ahead here where I am engaging in a head-to-head with this Chola. This wound up being a very easy win. So I will jump ahead where I am engaging in a head-to-head in this Nissan GTR. It's RS7. And this will be Final Arena 3. Jump ahead where I cross the finish, level up into the Trackhawk. Thought that Porsche might have tried ramming me outside of the arena, so I opened up the map, showed you the overlay for Final Arena 3 there, and there is a car right in front of me, so they are in a level 7 Ferrari, so this will work out very well. I'm anxious to get out of this Trackhawk.
Opponent eliminated!
I leveled up into the Funko and went on the perimeter away from the progression of the game. And now we'll jump ahead where I am getting in position for the final showdown. There is a Merc AMG 1 and a Hoonigan RS200 in this final showdown. And here's a Trackhawk, not a contender.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from for Arena 3. The range of time to leave is 22 to 26 seconds. I will leave it 23 seconds. See, I was just a hair early, so I slowed down and then I started accelerating again, which wound up being a perfect exit right at 3 seconds, which will leave a half of a second remaining on the timeout bar. Finishes to the southwest, and I open up the map just for a second and I am pausing this. The finish is roughly around the entrance to Tunnel Road, it appears, so I am going to take a little bit more of a drastic route, being up against the Merc AMG 1 that is right behind me. Let's see how I do here. I typically don't like this route because I have had mixed results, but this particular time I actually do really well. I land right near the road. I'll replay that in slow motion. And that's the Merc AMG 1 that's right behind me. The Hoonigan RS200 is over on the road. So I'll get on the road and watch this. They come up right behind me. I'll go between the trees. They go off to the right and hit a tree there. I'll replay that in slow motion. Watch the mini map that I enlarge again. Yes. All right, now let's just get over to this finish here. Where is it? It's not near the entrance to Tunnel Road that I thought. It's through the trees on this switchback. And I get a clean run right between the trees for the win. Yes. And I'll slow this down. This winds up being the Hoonigan RS200. I thought it might have been the Merc AMG1.
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator.
Win 3,915. Yes. I'll jump into this game. Right at the beginning of the game here, someone gets into a R.J. Anderson Pro 2 truck. And this is around the farmer field south of the waterway. And I'll speed this up. Watch what transpires. That's the R.J. Anderson Pro 2 truck that is chasing me. So I'm doing my best to not run into too many trees. I wind up over here on this ridge, roll over, and I realize exactly where I am at. So I'm hoping that they come over here and chase me, and I will turn around on them. Perfect. They did it. So now I'm going to get over on the road here and try and steal this R.J. Anderson Pro 2 truck that's so adamant in chasing me. All right, through that clearing. I can't afford to hit any trees though. And they wound up going through the trees around that ridge that I led them to. Even though it's showing I am in second place, I actually at this point like my chances. It then shows I am now in first place. Here's the farmer field, close to where I started the game. And I recognize exactly where I am at. This angled dirt road that is ahead leads into the waterway. Unfortunately, I hit a tree. And following this line, I know I can go across the dry riverbed. It's the dry season. I'm still in first place. Go in between these trees here into the clearing. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Kind of looked like they went into some trees there, so that might have slowed them down. And I'm showing this whole head-to-head because this was crazy. And how often do you beat a level 8 and a level 1? Yes.
Opponent eliminated.
After taking the R.J. Anderson Pro 2 truck, I engaged in 4 more head-to-heads and am now getting in position for the final showdown that Ford Bronco wanted to get into a head-to-head they can't complete, as you can see.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
Just to the left of this bend in the road, directed in between the trees towards the intersection. You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from for Arena 11. The range of time to leave is 12 to 14 seconds. I am actually going to leave it 11 seconds. I want to see if I can have as much speed as I am exiting as possible. This is one of the arenas I have left far too often early. So let's see how this works out. Actually perfect. I exit with a great amount of speed at 2 seconds, which will leave 1.5 seconds remaining on the timeout bar. And that's a Brocky there just behind me. Initially it looks like the finish may be on Tunnel Road. I'll know more when I open up the map. Try and keep it on the road. Close to. I got a little sloppy in the turns there. Open up the map and I will pause this. I can see it is indeed on Tunnel Road. So I will pretty much just follow the suggested route, go in between the trees for a banked right turn, head over towards where I started this game at the Hacienda, just left of it, in between the trees. Try not to hit any trees here. Perfect. Let's get on the road and put the power down. Rocky behind me overshoots the turn. So I'll have an easy win here. And through here, we go from 4 drivers to 3 drivers left. The driver down below that took a direct route quit. I'll slow this finish down. This wound up being cinematic. In a game where it started out me stealing R.J. Anderson Pro 2 truck with a Nissan to Subaru.
Winner! Welcome to the Eliminati!
Win 3,916. Yes! I'll jump into this game here where I open up the map. This is going to be Final Arena 10. I know from past experience where I see the arena wall just northwest of Atlantis to Tula. And I am being chased by a Lamborghini Murcielago here. So I am going to try and lead them away, turn around on them. Got them. Head-to-head is going to lead towards the southwest. And go back there. Let's see if I can get through here and have a clean run over to this finish. Oh no! Run right squarely into that tree. They didn't pass me, so they may have had some problems as well. And I decided right about here that I am going to take a direct route over the left edge of this hill. And I regret it very shortly after doing that. Tumbling around. Fortunately, I landed on my wheels. I didn't roll over and reset. I still somehow have the lead. I'm not sure what they are doing back there, but I am going to beat them. They're gaining, but they will not get here in time. Come on, let's go, let's go. It's right ahead. Got it, I've got it. Yes.
Opponent eliminated!
I will always take the opponent's vehicle when it offers me the same. And I will jump ahead. I went under that ridge and there was a car coming up near me behind me, so I went forward, and right in my line is another car over here on the left. So let's see if I can go over here. Dry riverbed, engage in a head-to-head with that. Level 6 exocet. So I'm very familiar with this head-to-head. That's why I parked under that ridge that was back there. Leads over here beyond this grove of trees. Get through cleanly over to this finish. And once I cross the finish, I will have a decision to make. Stay in the Lamborghini Centenario or level up into what is offered. If this was a final showdown on the pavement, I would have stayed in the Lambo, but because this is a off-road final showdown, I took the level 9 Fiesta. I will jump ahead where I am getting in position next to this group of trees there on the left. This is the point I like to lead from for this final showdown, in line of that road that is ahead. There's a Lamborghini Centenario in this final showdown.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from for Arena 10. The range of time to leave is 21 to 24 seconds. I will leave at 22 seconds. The Lamborghini, oddly enough, heads off into the trees. Get on this road for a hot second, and where it angles to the right, I will continue on this line going through the corner of the greenhouse. Time my exit very well at 2.5 seconds with a fair amount of speed, which will leave 1 second remaining on the timeout bar. Finish is roughly the direction of the stadium, so I will angle over towards this finish through here. There are some buildings to watch out for on this line. I get by them without hitting any of them. Now I'm trying to go towards the left edge of the stadium that's ahead. This is a clear path through here. The farther left you go, there are more obstructions. Watch out for these cars in the parking lot. They will stop you abruptly. There are some trees and buildings to get through on this line. Let's see how I do. Get through there anyway. Get around a few more trees. Come on, let's go, let's go. All right, I've got it. Yes.
Welcome to the shadowy ranks of the Illuminati.
Win 3,917. Yes. I'll jump into this game later in the game. 9 drivers left. Let's see, I am in a head-to-head with this level 7 Porsche Cayenne in the Jeep Trailcat, and I had to put it in reverse. That collision caused me to be at a crawl, so now they have a large lead. I need something drastic to happen to change the outcome of this race. It's not looking very promising at this point. I'll open up the map and pause this here. I can see where the finish is. There's a trail that leads over to it. Once I get beyond some turns, and I'll put the overlay for the final Arena 14 there. I get sloppy through the turns here, going around trees. They're almost at the finish at this point. Fortunately, I get through these trees cleanly. This is the trail I wanted to be on, and I will slow this down. Watch this. I'll angle over to this finish. Let's see what happened here. They missed the pit. I got it. Yes.
Opponent eliminated.
I decide to take the MG Metro and give it a shot in the final showdown with this. So now I am scrambling over to get in position for my exit here.
Get ready for the final showdown.
Final showdown in 26 seconds. And I'll open up the map and freeze this. You can see where I am at on the map and where I typically would like to leave from, where that yellow star is. The range of time to leave for Arena 14 is 15 to 18 seconds. So I will just go close to where the point I normally would leave from and then just turn towards the exit. Fortunately, I'm the only one going this direction, and I could see I might be early, so I slowed down a little. I exited 2 seconds, scrambling to my exit, which will leave 1.5 seconds remaining on the timeout bar. Finish straight ahead, so I will angle over to the right side of this electrical power tower. Get on this road for a hot second, avoiding the buildings on the left, going left of the solar panels. The highway and go through the lava field. There's a road configuration at the southern end that's roughly shaped like a bird. I know I can go through the neck and then angle over towards the middle of the left wing. Continuing on this line is a clear route through the remainder of the lava field. See where I am crossing that road at an angle. To open up the map and see exactly where this finish is. And I did just for a second. It's on the lowest switchback on the east side of the mountain. So I will go around this intersection. And now it's into the trees. Let's see if I can get through here without hitting too many of the trees. I'd like to slow down so I can manage them a little easier. Just nick that one. I'll still get the win in though, in the MG Metro. Yes. The last 2 games didn't flash the other 4 closest drivers that were in the final showdown for whatever reason, so I wasn't able to show you that.
Winner! Welcome to the Eliminati!
Win 3,926. Yes. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, subscribe, please. Help me grow my channel.